Hi, Kathy and Jeff here. Welcome to Grade 3, Unit 6 video. This is another one of our favorites, Engineering a Story. You've already worked with engineering in Unit 2, which was the Introduction to Engineering, and so students will have the background they need to work on this unit.
Through the use of children's stories or fables, engineering a story requires students to identify problems, design realistic solutions, and engage in engineering practices. And at the same time, they're reinforcing literacy skills.
That sounds great, Jeff. Big ideas for this unit include that engineering design process can be used to solve everyday problems or create solutions that make life easier or better. There can be many solutions to the same problem. And don't forget, solutions can be revisited and improved upon. And design solutions do have criteria and constraints.
Vocabulary includes words like problem, solution, design, constraints, criteria, and prototype. So let's take a look at how engineering a story works. We'll start by reviewing the steps of the engineering design process. The engineering design process is cyclical, it's not linear. Students start out by identifying a need or a problem, doing some research, making a design, building a prototype, testing and evaluating, getting some feedback, and then communicating, explaining, and sharing their final product.
After the class is reviewed and talked about the engineering design cycle, students get into groups of 3 or 4 and they read a book together. Examples might include one of our favorites, The Three Little Pigs. This is also available in Spanish from Scholastic books. There's also stories like Billy Goat's Gruff, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We also like The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind and other stories like this. EIE also has several great storybooks that could be borrowed for this project. So through careful reading and discussion, the students will identify the problems that the characters face. The problems can be stated in the text or be shown in pictures. The problems should be those that need solutions. Students should identify 10 problems in the story that require a solution. They should choose one problem to focus on solving for their character in the story, which becomes their client.
Now the students have to brainstorm possible solutions for the problem that they've picked. And there are rules for brainstorming. Generate as many ideas as possible. Listen respectfully to others' ideas. Withhold judgment. No idea is good or bad. Encourage wild and exaggerated ideas. Build on the ideas put forward by others. Every person and every idea has equal worth. Now they have to pick a solution to work with. We said earlier that the solution has to be realistic. What this means is the students actually have to show what they're doing. There are no magic buttons to get rid of the problem.
So the students will work in teams to draw and describe in writing their planned solution. Then they build a prototype of the solution with teacher-provided materials. Some of the materials could include things like glue or craft sticks, maybe cotton balls, sugar cubes, even like bubble wrap or things packing peanuts that could be recycled or purchased at the dollar store. Once they've built their device, they test it and then they share it.
And here's a prototype of something teachers built. It's based on a story called What Are We Going to Do About Andrew? In the story, the family keeps sitting in their garden on the flowers. This prototype is a bench that goes over the flowers. You can see that the seat of the bench is large enough for the whole family and that it's got a clear window so that the sun can shine through. It's got sponge back so that it's comfortable, and now the flowers can live and the family can still be sitting in the garden. Remember, after the prototype is finished, there's the opportunity to get feedback from teachers and peers. This allows for incorporating speaking and writing. Student teams can use the information gathered during testing and presentations to improve and revise their ideas.
The teams can either present their final solution or write a story that includes the solution or even make an advertisement for their solution. There are so many skills in this unit: teamwork, communication, literacy skills, and that doesn't even touch on all the problem solving, engineering, and the science.
And naturally, science matters.
Make sure to go to the Moodle site and look at Grade 3, Unit 6 for lots of resources to help you with this Engineering a Story unit.